Hi, welcome back to my channel. If you're new around here, my name's Ashley and I'm mummy of 5 and I'm from Belfast in Northern Ireland. Now I'm partial to a wee Poundland haul, so I'll drop the links in the description box down below of all the previous ones I've done, and I have actually already done a Christmas Poundland haul and you seem to enjoy it, so today's is slightly different. This is obviously a haul at Poundland, but I'm going to show you the purpose of the items that I've got today. So I'm actually going to show you what I use them for in DIY kind of projects around the house for Christmas decor, and also making 2 hampers. One is worth £10 and the other is worth £5. So they're really good budget Christmas gifts. So if you enjoy this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and comment down below if you'd like to see more, but I'm just going to crack on and share them with you now. First up, Poundland does a great array of ribbons and tags, and I picked up this pack of 6 bows and then the ribbons to match, so it's quite cost effective if you can get a set like that, and they do in the more traditional green, red and gold colours as well. And then obviously these tags, and that's a pack of 30, so there's so many in there. And then obviously if you're going to make hampers and you want to do the cellophane wrap, this is a roll of 50 centimetres by 10 metres, which is really good for £1 because I've bought them in other places before. And then obviously your scissors, so that will be for the finishing touches. I have picked up this lotions and potions box, and I've had various ones like this from Poundland before, including the little hampers or trays that they have, and this is really sturdy, so it's really good and deep, so it gives you loads of options on what you can fill it with. And shamefully, I actually have one in my bathroom. I'll try and show you a wee picture. I paid £8 for it in MAXX, and honestly there's very little difference in it if you see. So I'm going to use this as a basis, and the first item that I seen that I absolutely loved was this calendar. I just like the colours of it and the style, and it says Ladies Who Lunch 2018 calendar, and every month has a different picture at the top. I love this. So it's got a little code underneath, and for January it says there's a fab machine at the gym. It does absolutely everything: Kit Kats, Maltesers and crisps. So it's really funny, and most women would really like something like that, and for £1 I think it looks really good. So I wanted to base that as my colour scheme and make, I thought, something around the £10 mark that's got maybe some beauty items or candles and things. So the next items I came up with were this hand towel and matching flannel set. So there's 2 face cloths here, and I think by the time I actually put in the container and roll these, they'll look much better. This means by using these that I don't actually have to use any tissue paper or anything to rise everything else up to the top. So that's a clever little trick, and obviously then it's reusable. Next up, I seen this scented diffuser, and that is sugared almonds, so reed diffuser set. Obviously it's £1, and because of the purple tones I thought that would work really well as well. Then within the same range we've got this pack of 24 tea lights, and that is the vanilla orchid, and I think obviously they are £1, but I think they look very cheap in this packaging, so I thought the best option would be to split the pack up. And then I thought a nice little jar, and we know Poundland's fantastic for little jars. This one from the Jane Asher range, so obviously that was £1, and this is fab. You can use that in the kitchen for cookies and biscuits, but I thought for this particularly something reusable, and as you can see that fits in perfectly. But by the time everything's in and we'll set it all up, so that will be for the tea lights. Then I seen these poofs, and they did have individual ones for £1, but there was this set 3 for £1, and I thought these would be fab to again make it look really full and more luxurious, and I like the colour scheme of those as well. Then obviously product wise we want to have some products in, because we've got our candles and our diffuser. I picked up the Imperial Leather Blissful Escape, and that's your moisturising body wash in jasmine. And then a little cream, so we've got, let's focus, Garnier Intensive Cream. And again that's for body, hands and face. So I thought something pink as well to fit in, and a known brand. So when you're doing something like this, I think stick to brand names, and that way it doesn't look so cheap, because I know Poundland can have a lot of their own brands, so sticking to branded makes it look a lot more expensive. And then obviously for a little bath set we want to have some bath bombs, so we have this set of 3 duck ones, and again it's those pastel tones. So that is everything we have got. And all I'm going to do is now just set it all up, split up, take it out of the packaging, try and make it look a lot more expensive, and use some of the packaging materials here, and I'll let you see the result. So this next one's so easy. Basically Poundland's got nice little tins like this in their bakeware section. I'm going to use this red one with the snowflakes for this basket, or tin actually, wrapped up, which will be £5 and under. This is the other one I picked up as well. I'm going to actually bake gingerbread men and use that for another wee project. So just to show you, that's the other variation of it. Instead of using tissue paper, I'm going to actually use these tea towels, and that is a pack of 2, obviously for £1, and it's within the colour theme as well, and nice and Christmassy. So I'll use those as the basis for bulk. Then this is another key item, they're tin mugs, and then I'm going to use some chocolates to fill it up, and that would be these gold chocolate hollow balls, which are also baubles, so they can be hung on the tree. And then to break it up with the white, some Raffaello. Decor wise, for the contents, I've picked up these 2 baubles for the tree. They're 2 little wooden Christmas trees, and I think they look really pretty in the tin. And then this, which I'm actually going to wrap it all in, and again it'll be reusable, which can be hung in a tree or used in other decorative ways. So that's it finished up with the actual bow, which is reusable, and then the tin sitting up, and everything is cellophaned. And I think for £5 that looks quite good. So by using just the bag of the snow confetti, which is actually £1 in the pound shop, and it's quite a big bag, this goes quite far. You'll see in the front it gives you loads of ideas that you can use it for. We use it all over the house in different ways. My favourite is definitely putting it into a glass jar with some of their £1 fairy lights, and I just go for the plain white lights. But this is a wee project we've done here, and this is using, if you go to the party section, their cocktail bowls. So this is £1 and it's toughened plastic, and you just fill it with, it's half of the bag to get that depth. I like to sink in the little fairy lights. You could put their battery operated tea lights. They've got some little fibre optic trees you could add, but we just do this with some of their miniature baubles around the side, and then display like our favourite decorations, or even this is a snow globe within a globe. And I've checked, and you can actually stack these up, so you could have a tower of 3 or 4, and they're great for children's rooms. The boys have actually asked for one to be made with dinosaurs, and we're going to do that at the weekend. But it's like a big giant bauble, and I think it has a good impact. Another wee item I think worth mentioning are these LED tea lights, and you get 4 of these lights for £1, and they're so good because if you're like me and you can't put lights all around the house where you'd like them to be with kids, these are really safe, and I would never be able to have actual candles in the likes of this on my mantle. So I think it just kind of sets the scene, and you can go for white or yellow. I need to go back for white because that's not the look I'm looking for, but just kind of to give you a wee idea. Another wee item that the pound shop is stocking this year are mini trees, and you can see this is a little bit worse for wear, this one, but for £1 they were actually all covered up, so it takes you to take a look at them if you want to make sure they're straight. But by the time we pot this is for the boys. We're getting a couple of those, and these are the 12 wooden decorations for £1, and you get a nice wee selection. There's an angel, snowflake, wooden train, little soldiers, and this is really good value because I picked these up for £9 one year in Paper Chase, something similar anyway, and we still bring them out every year, but I thought that was really affordable. We could get a couple of these little trees and then just dot them around the house as well. So I hope you enjoyed the video. It was slightly different today. Do let me know what you think about them, and I will definitely be coming back with more Poundland hauls because I cannot resist the place. There are way too many bargains. But as always, thank you very much for watching, and make sure to subscribe if you don't want to miss another video. Bye guys.